Yeah, this is picking up right where we left off on our last video where we have a couple files here, and we're going to look at how we can see what's inside a file without actually editing the file. Now, just in case you're lost here, I'm going to type in the terminal gedit, which is an easy text editor. It's a graphic text editor. And I can type star, which means everything. So I'm going to use this gedit text editor here to edit everything. Now, when I do, I'm not using ampersand at the end, which will free up the terminal. I'm not going to use that. So my terminal will be locked. I may not be able to use it after I do this. So I'm going to press that. We're going to get our graphic user interface, GUI, our GUI noise in the terminal. We use the terminal to launch a graphic program. So we're getting some graphic noise in the terminal as the computer talks to itself. So I just opened up these two files. That's everything because we're in that directory. See, work, okay. And here are our two files here. Now, I can't use this terminal anymore because the terminal is busy solely focused on running this because I launched that for the first time from the terminal. But I just wanted to give you a look. This is what's in these files. Some new file contains something here, and some file there contains lorem ipsum with a space at the end. All right, that's great. Well, I'm going to close this. There we go, close. And now my terminal is free, and all the enters that I pressed now all of a sudden show up at the end. Okay, well, that's a mess. So I'm going to type a fancy command called clear to clear up my terminal and go back. That's kind of nifty. All right, we can look at what's inside these files without any editor. This is cool here. We use a program called cat. And then we just type the name of the file. Some file there. And watch this. It just output the lorem ipsum with the space at the end that's inside some file there. Now we can do the same thing. Cat some new file. There it is. Okay, now there wasn't a space at the end. There's only one line, so it didn't even give us a new line before returning us to our prompt. I'm going to press enter again because that looks weird. So there we go. Now, there's another thing that we can do with cat. You can cat a file into another file. So I'm going to press the up arrow. It's a great cheat in Linux. It's a great little life hack for Linux. Press up. And now I'm going to press this redirect operator, it's called operator, into another file. Okay, and now the contents of some file is going to go into another file. Like that. There it is. In fact, if I press ls, you can see it there, another file. So if I were to open, I'm going to double click on this. We're going to open it up that way, making it nice and easy. Okay, there we go. Something in here. This is another file. Now watch this. I'm going to use the up arrow key to go back through my history to go to some file there. If I do this, another file, it's going to take the lorem ipsum. Lorem ipsum is inside some file there, and something here is in some new file. It's going to take the lorem ipsum and replace this, because it's going into another file. It's going in here. So I'm going to press enter and watch this. Now, when I click here, I get that reload. Okay, something changed in what you're editing. I'm going to reload it, and now I get my lorem ipsum. Okay, do you see that? But if pressing the up key to go back to my history, if I use two arrows, it will append whatever's in here, which is the lorem ipsum, will be added to this and not replace it. So I'll get another line. Watch this. Press enter. Now, here's my reload arrow. I'm going to reload it. Oh, look, there's another one. It keeps adding to it. Press up for history. Enter to do it again. Click in here, my reload. See that? In fact, let's go back. I'm going to go up through my history, and we're going to go to some new file, so I don't have to type it out again. I'm going to add my double arrow to that command. Watch this. Oh, those are the lovely Taiwan Formosan mountain dogs that I'm breeding. Amazing dogs. Press this. reload this, reload, something there. So I can use cat to take what's in one file and put it into another file, and I never used a text editor to do any of it. In fact, I could have a look at everything here by doing this. Cat another file, and the contents will go to the terminal. Watch this. Press enter. There it is. Now I'll show you one more little life hack for Linux on this. Okay, if you do cat backwards, tac, it will reverse everything in the file, and something here will be at the top. Watch this. See? Now something in here, lorem ipsum, is at the top. But again, that's the last line. There's no new line. So that's why these are on the same line. Let's fix that. I'm going to press enter and save it. Let's do that again. And now everything appears. Well, that's kind of funky looking. So you can see that lines and new lines actually do make a difference in Linux. But tac is a way to reverse it. It outputs it to the terminal, but it reverses it. All right, well, those are some things that you can do with cat in Linux, working with the contents of files without ever needing to edit them.